What's up, y'all? Head Coach FM back with another top 10 U18 Wonderkids shortlist video for you guys today. Now, before we get into it, make sure you click that subscribe button down below as well as the little bell right next to it. And feel free to leave a like and comment any past stories you might have with any of these players in your past saves. I'd love to hear about them. Now, today we're going to be looking at the top 10 under 18 English Wonderkids with over 140 potential. Basically, the threshold for a good Premier League level. Now, some of these players are a little bit older than their listed ages, but I'll be just sharing their starting ages at the beginning of your respective saves. Now, coming in at number 1 is the very well-known Callum Hudson Odoi. He made his professional debut back in January of 2018 in the FA Cup against Newcastle United and has gone on to become one of the most recognized young talents in the Premier League. The left winger's impressive mixture of dribbling, technique, flair, and pace making him an exciting prospect and a great player to watch. With a current ability of 140 and a potential range of 140 to 170, Chelsea are lucky to have him under contract, and he'll be extremely difficult to prize away from them in any save that you may have, but it might be worth a shot. Now for number 2, we have Bukayo Saka. The 17-year-old left winger has been a standout performer for a struggling Arsenal side this season, filling in on both wings as well as the left back role and being extremely effective in each of these positions. With a current ability of 133 and a potential of 158, I'd say he's actually got a slightly underrated potential, but he'll certainly become a fantastic player in your save, and I highly recommend keeping an eye on his availability. Number 3 is Mason Greenwood. At 17 years old, Mason Greenwood is actually one of the biggest prospects in the world right now, particularly starring in the Europa League with an impressive tally of 5 goals and an assist in just 5 starts and 2 sub appearances. He was also able to notch 5 goals in the Premier League as well as 1 in both the League Cup and the FA Cup. And with a current ability of 125 and a potential range of 150 to 180, Greenwood is one of the best prospects in the entire game. Again, it'll be very difficult, if not impossible, to convince him to leave United if you're not managing them, but I definitely keep an eye on his progress and his availability as your save goes on. For number 4, we have the very exciting Jude Bellingham. The 16-year-old Birmingham Academy product has been linked with nearly every top club in the Premier League, especially Manchester United, after a very impressive debut season in which he made 25 starts and 7 sub appearances in the second division, the Championship, netting 4 goals and grabbing 2 assists along the way. He's featured nearly everywhere across the midfield, so his versatility is a huge asset in addition to his creativity. With a current ability of 121 and a potential range of 150 to 180, I would snap him up ASAP before anyone else does. Coming in at numero 5, my boy, Harvey Elliott. Signed from Fulham over the summer, the 16-year-old right winger became the youngest ever player to appear in the EFL Cup at 15 years and 174 days before becoming the youngest ever appearance maker in the Premier League as well at just 16 years and 30 days. His spectacular technique and composure, particularly for his age, have earned him a current ability of 106 and a potential range of 140 to 170. For number 6, we've got Foust Eno and Rouen. I believe I pronounced that correctly. Another Chelsea Academy player. The 17-year-old attacking midfielder made his debut back in September during a 7-1 League Cup rout against Grimsby Town, a League 2 side, and also managed to make a Premier League appearance this season in a very deep Chelsea squad. With an honestly scary mixture of finishing, long shots, strength, and pace, Andrew is on track to become an absolute beast who can also fill in on the wings and in a deeper central midfield role. He's got a current ability of 101 and a potential range of 140 to 170, so watch out for him. Number 7 on the list is Moko Dembele. The 5'3" right winger made headlines way back in October of 2016 when he appeared for Celtic's under-20 team at just 13 years old. Yes, 13. He then made his senior debut 2.5 years later in May of 2019, and his frankly insane development has seen him earn a current ability of 97 and a potential range of 140 to 170 at 16 years old. As he plays for Celtic, it's unlikely he'll remain there for his entire career, so I'd make an offer for him ASAP, or at least keep an eye on his development and availability as your save goes on. Now for number 8, we have Morgan Rodgers. The striker slash attacking midfielder made his debut back in February of last year for West Brom before signing for Manchester City prior to this season at 17 years old. Rodgers has very high pace, dribbling, and movement, and he's also nearly completely two-footed. He's natural in both striker and attacking midfield, and he's got a current ability of 95 at the start of your save. However, his recommended current ability at the beginning is actually 124, meaning that the game will lower his attributes to adjust them to that 95 rating. But no worries, he has a potential range of 140 to 170, so he will get those attributes back in no time if you develop him well enough. Number 9 is Noah Kene. At 16 years old, the Leeds United Academy player is yet to make his professional debut, but it certainly isn't far off for the well-rounded defensive midfielder. He has a current ability of 89 at the beginning of any potential save, and he has a potential range of 140 to 170. At 6'2", 170 pounds, the ball-winning midfielder will certainly develop into a real asset, so I'd send your scouts over to Leeds. Now, last on the list, we have the 18-year-old Sheffield United goalkeeper Marcus Dewhurst. Despite having not made his professional debut, Dewhurst possesses 14 kicking, reflexes, agility, and bravery, as well as being relatively two-footed. Now, with a current ability of just 80 and a recommended ability of 116, some of these attributes are likely to be downgraded, as you can see here on this screen. But don't worry, he has a potential range of 140 to 170, so he is sure to develop into a Premier League level goalkeeper at the very least. So I'd keep an eye on him for sure. Now that is all for the list today. Again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And don't forget to tune in on Sunday for another episode of my BFC Dynamo Save, episode 3. I'll see you then. Peace out.